Imagine facing a snake so deadly it could end your life in seconds. From venomous strikes to near-fatal encounters, these deadly snakes show no mercy. Get ready to see 20 of the deadliest snake encounters ever caught on tape. Number 20. The venom extraction failed. Among the many snake species, rattlesnakes are notorious for their lethal venom and fierce reputation. They use their rattles as a warning signal to potential threats, but even that doesn't guarantee safety. In a cautionary tale from 2010, herpetologist George Van Horn found himself on the receiving end of a rattlesnake bite while attempting to extract venom at the Reptile World Subantarium in St. Cloud, Florida. Oh, he got bit. He got bit. George was a novice. He was an experienced snake handler who had worked with various reptiles over the years. However, he misjudged the situation and got too close to the snake during the extraction process, resulting in a painful bite to his hand. Fortunately, the subantarium was well equipped with antivenom, allowing for a swift response to George's emergency. This incident underscores the unpredictable nature of wild animals and serves as a reminder that even the most experienced handlers can face unexpected dangers. It seems the rattlesnake might have just wanted to remind George that even in the world of reptiles, one should always exercise caution. Number 19. Anaconda attacks capybara. In the wild, nature often plays out in dramatic fashion, and that's especially true for anacondas. In a gripping video from December 2009, a massive 6 meters long anaconda roamed its territory when it spotted a prime target, a capybara. As the world's largest rodent, the capybara can reach up to 4 feet in length and weigh around 100 pounds, making it a substantial meal for the snake. While anacondas lack venom, they compensate with sheer strength. They wrap their powerful bodies around their prey, squeezing tightly until their victim can no longer breathe. Given the significant size difference between the anaconda and the capybara, it was evident that the unfortunate rodent stood little chance once caught. This encounter serves as a reminder of the raw power of nature and the survival instincts of both predator and prey. For the anaconda, this would be a feast fit for a king, demonstrating just how nature's circle of life unfolds in the wild. Number 18. Sewer fishing gone wrong. In June of 2019, a couple of friends decided to embark on an adventurous sewer fishing trip in Miami. Hoping to catch something exciting and unusual, they had identified a specific sewer they wanted to explore and were eager to begin their quest for elusive game. Fortunately, they didn't make the rookie mistake of simply opening the sewer to check for snakes lurking inside. Instead, they wisely called in their friend Jacob, a professional snake catcher, for assistance and guidance. "Come up. Yeah, I believe you can open it. Yeah, it might trap in this." Jacob approached the sewer cautiously, and I could feel the tension mounting as he prepared to take a look at what lay beneath. With steady hands, he reached into the dark depths, slowly pulling out what turned out to be a massive 15 feet long serpent. As they filmed the encounter, Jacob revealed the snake's enormous body, showcasing the impressive size of this creature. The thrilling capture became quite the spectacle, highlighting both the unpredictability of sewer fishing and the importance of having an expert on hand. This experience was undoubtedly one they wouldn't soon forget. Number 17. Man tests a snake and finds out. When it comes to dealing with snakes, it's a universal truth that these creatures do not appreciate being provoked or tested. However, one man seemed to overlook this fact entirely. In a rather reckless display, he decided to taunt a python, and the outcome was a lesson learned the hard way. The footage shows this guy enjoying himself way too much while playing with the snake. He even held it dangerously close to his face, thinking it would make for entertaining content. But the python had other ideas. As soon as it felt cornered, it struck, biting him right on the head. That'll teach him not to mess around with a powerful reptile. Fortunately, the snake was non-venomous, meaning the bite didn't pose a serious health risk. However, I can only imagine how much it hurt. It's a stark reminder that snakes, regardless of their species, can react unpredictably if they feel threatened. Number 16. Brave dog fights off king cobra. If you spot a king cobra slithering into your garden, your first instinct might be to run for safety. However, this courageous dog had other plans. Faced with a massive 12 feet long king cobra, this canine refused to back down, turning what could have been a terrifying encounter into a remarkable display of bravery. The tension was palpable as the two squared off, but thankfully a fellow dog joined the fray to lend assistance. Now, anyone familiar with snakes knows that having a numbers advantage might not guarantee safety, especially against a formidable opponent like a cobra. Yet, these brave pups managed to work together and ultimately fend off the intruder. Their teamwork reminds us of the importance of solidarity when facing challenges. It's a heartwarming moment that showcases not just bravery, but also the unbreakable bond between these canine companions. Now it's time for today's topic. Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a group of hunters and locals recently captured a snake so massive it has left scientists and the world in shock. The creature, larger than any anaconda ever recorded, is being compared to the legendary titanoboa, a prehistoric snake thought to have gone extinct millions of years ago. The snake, measuring over 60 feet in length and weighing an estimated 2,000 pounds, was found near a remote riverbank after locals reported strange movements in the water. Its body was thick as a tree trunk, with dark, patterned scales that shimmered in the sunlight. Its head was massive, with piercing eyes and jaws capable of swallowing prey whole. Experts are baffled by the discovery. Some believe it could be a surviving descendant of the titanoboa, while others argue it might be a previously unknown species of giant snake. The Amazon, with its dense, unexplored regions, has long been rumored to hide creatures of unimaginable size, and this discovery has reignited those legends. The snake has been transported to a secure research facility for further study, but locals remain terrified. Could there be more of these massive predators lurking in the depths of the Amazon? The discovery raises chilling questions about what other ancient creatures might still roam the earth. Number 15. Robert Irwin gets bitten in the face. If you grew up watching wildlife documentaries, you likely know about the legendary Steve Irwin, the Australian zookeeper and conservationist. His dedication to educating the public about animals left a lasting impact, inspiring many, including his son, Robert Irwin. Following in his father's footsteps, Robert has also made a name for himself in the world of wildlife preservation. In a captivating clip from 2021, Robert was seen interacting with a long python when things took an unexpected turn. Out of nowhere, the snake snapped and bit him on the face. Robert later explained that the python felt threatened and resorted to biting as a defensive move despite having no venom to inject. While the bite wasn't lethal, it certainly left its mark. The video captures the moment, showcasing the extent of the injury. Even without fangs or venom, it's clear that a snake bite can still pack quite a sting. Number 14. Snake interrupts a drinking session. Picture this. You're enjoying a laid-back evening with friends, sipping drinks, and enjoying good food, only to be interrupted by an unexpected guest. In a bizarre incident captured on CCTV, a group of friends had their fun abruptly halted when a striped snake decided to join their gathering. Years ago, this surprising moment unfolded as the friends relaxed, completely unaware of the slithering visitor sneaking in. Fortunately, one member of the group stood up to stretch and was startled to see the snake coiled near his feet. Talk about an incredible stroke of luck. The guys quickly reacted, evading the snake and giving it the space it needed. The reptile seemed just as startled, and with some quick thinking, they managed to chase it away without any harm done. It's a funny yet eye-opening reminder that nature can surprise us at the most unexpected times. Number 13. Diamondback rattlesnake in a pond. A few years back, a YouTube couple, Cole and Jay, known for their adventurous content, decided to embark on a fishing trip. They documented the entire experience, capturing various fish along the way. Unbeknownst to them, they had ventured into snake-infested waters. While Cole was busy fishing, she suddenly spotted something slithering just beneath the river's surface. Curious, she reached down and was astonished to discover a diamondback rattlesnake lurking there. While the couple admired their unexpected find, the rattlesnake was clearly unhappy about being disturbed. In an attempt to assert itself, the snake bit Cole, who continued to showcase the reptile despite the initial pain. "It's awesome. Oh God, he got me." As the snake nibbled at her hand multiple times, Cole and Jay eventually decided to release the rattler back into the water. After the encounter, they tended to Cole's wounds. Fortunately, the snake was non-venomous, so she only required a few stitches. Nature can be unpredictable, and that caution is essential when exploring the great outdoors. Number 12. Venomous snake attacks little girl. When it comes to snakes, few places can rival Australia's rich and dangerous variety. This country is home to numerous snake species, and one encounter in particular took a scary turn for a little girl. Captured on video in 2020, the incident unfolded in Queensland when an eastern brown snake decided to make a sudden appearance, startling the young girl and her family. As they went about their laundry chores, the girl, her mother, and her sister were caught off guard when the snake lunged out as the mother was busy trying to lock the door. In the midst of the chaos, the mother quickly rallied her daughters to safety, though the process was anything but smooth. What's interesting is that after the dust settled, the girl's father finally emerged to see what was happening, albeit from the wrong direction. Talk about dramatic timing. His late arrival added an unexpected twist to the already tense situation, but thankfully everyone managed to escape unscathed. Number 11. The snake charmer fail. Snake charmers are performers who mesmerize audiences with their ability to soothe and seemingly control snakes. For many, it appears as though they share a telepathic bond with these reptiles. However, even the most skilled charmers can find themselves in peril. In one harrowing clip, a 35-year-old snake charmer is seen performing with a king cobra. Everything seems to be going smoothly until unexpectedly the cobra bites his arm. According to reports, the charmer lost consciousness shortly after the bite and was quickly rushed to a nearby hospital. There, medical professionals were able to administer antivenom and save his life. However, he spent 3 days on life support as a precaution. If I were in his shoes, I would probably reconsider my snake charming career. Risking my life for entertainment doesn't sound appealing. This incident highlights the reality that we should all be cautious around snakes. While we may admire their beauty and mystique, no one wants to become a victim. Remember, it's always better to prioritize safety over curiosity. Number 10. Python bites Chinese tourist midkiss. First off, I can't fathom any reason to ever try kissing a python. No matter how docile they seem, these creatures are still snakes, and they can be incredibly unpredictable. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at what happened to a tourist during a zoo visit in Phuket, Thailand back in 2016. This 29-year-old individual suddenly felt compelled to plant a kiss on a reticulated python. Why on earth would someone think that was a good idea? Honestly, I have no clue. But the python was definitely not in the mood for affection, especially from a stranger invading its personal space. Perhaps it was feeling feisty and wanted some interaction, just not the kind this tourist was expecting. As soon as the kiss was attempted, the python reacted, delivering a bite to the unsuspecting tourist's face. Fortunately, the handlers were able to intervene before the situation escalated further. But the unfortunate tourist ended up with some pretty serious injuries. In fact, reports indicate that they received around $3,700 in compensation, which hopefully helped cover the medical expenses. This incident serves as a stark reminder. Never underestimate the instincts of a snake. It's a good lesson in respecting wildlife and understanding that they may not be as friendly as they appear. Number 9. Giant python gets too close to animal keeper. If there's one profession I absolutely wouldn't want, it's working at a snake sanctuary, especially when it comes to keeping those reptiles content and well-fed. Sure, snakes can be managed, but they're still unpredictable creatures. You might be having a playful moment with one only for it to suddenly turn and strike without warning. Take this incident for instance. In a clip from August 2019, an employee at a snake shelter decided to interact with a large python, expecting a friendly exchange. But then, out of nowhere, the snake lunged right at his chest, catching him off guard. While this particular snake isn't venomous, the bite could still cause a lot of distress and panic. I can't imagine being in that situation. The scenario escalated when the worker attempted to pick the python up again, only to find it coiling around him slowly, as if preparing to consume him whole. The snake's strong grip must have been alarming, but luckily he managed to reposition the snake just in time. However, the clear message was delivered. This python simply wanted its space and to be left undisturbed. Next time, it's probably best to give the snakes their personal bubble. Number 8. Snake breaks into an internet cafe. Nothing quite compares to the surprise of encountering a snake in an unexpected place. For one unsuspecting customer in Thailand, this was an experience he won't soon forget. Captured in a 2017 CCTV video, the footage shows a bustling internet cafe where patrons were busy enjoying their online time. One customer, just finishing his session, headed toward the exit, blissfully unaware of the snake lurking nearby. As he stepped out, he suddenly realized he had company. A rat snake had made its way into the cafe. Though this particular snake wasn't venomous, the sight sent the customer into a panic. It's safe to say that this uninvited guest created quite the stir among the cafe patrons. The little snake likely just wanted to find some warmth or a cozy spot, but instead it became the center of attention, proving that surprises can come from the most unexpected places. This incident serves as a humorous reminder to always keep an eye out, even in the most mundane situations. Number 7. Snake peeking out of hiding. Have you ever been so comfortable that you completely forget there's a potential threat lurking nearby? That's precisely what happened to a man named Gerald Haywood in 2017. While visiting a friend in Lawton, Oklahoma, he encountered a rather unexpected guest that would quickly shake him out of his comfort zone. As the footage reveals, Gerald had just pulled up to his friend's house when he opened the door, only to be confronted by a snake suddenly emerging from its hiding spot. This wasn't just any snake. It was a bull snake measuring around 5 feet long. In a shocking moment, the snake lunged at Gerald, striking him right in the eye. In a flash of instinct, he dashed back inside and urgently asked his friend Rodney to take him to the hospital. Thankfully, the bull snake narrowly missed his eye. And since it wasn't venomous, Gerald didn't require extensive medical treatment. However, you've got to admire the swift action he took in seeking help so quickly. It's a huge relief that he ultimately came away from this unsettling incident relatively unscathed, but it definitely serves as a reminder to always be aware of your surroundings. Number 6. Granny gets a snake visit. If you're not a fan of snakes, brace yourself for this next story because it's quite a doozy. In a shocking incident captured on video in Thailand, an elderly woman was attacked by a snake while she was peacefully sleeping in her home. Taken in 2019, the footage clearly shows the grandmother resting calmly in her bed when suddenly a slithering reptile enters her room, seeking out an unsuspecting target. Fortunately, she sensed movement nearby and woke up just in time to spot the sneaky intruder creeping closer. Once she realized what was happening, she quickly sprang into action, managing to get to safety and call for help to remove the snake from her home. This harrowing episode serves as an important reminder for all of us. When you go to bed at night, it's wise to double-check that your doors and windows are securely locked. Better safe than sorry, right? It's a lesson in vigilance that we could all benefit from, especially in areas where wildlife is abundant. You can never be too cautious when it comes to unexpected visitors, especially those with scales. Number 5. Pet snake attacks woman. The allure of having a snake as a pet can be tempting for many, but it's crucial to remember that these creatures are still wild animals at heart, regardless of how domesticated they may seem. In a shocking video from 2020, a woman is seen tending to her pet snake when suddenly it lunges at her with surprising speed. The footage serves as a stark reminder of how quickly a seemingly calm situation can turn dangerous. The snake, a large python, had been acting unusually still before the attack, which experts later suggested might have been a sign of stress or discomfort. As the woman reached into the enclosure to adjust its water bowl, the python struck without warning, sinking its teeth into her arm. The force of the bite was enough to draw blood, and the snake immediately began coiling around her, tightening its grip with every passing second. The woman's cries for help were met with panic from the onlookers, who struggled to figure out how to safely intervene without further agitating the snake. One person attempted to pry the snake's coils loose, but the python's immense strength made it nearly impossible. Experts later explained that pythons instinctively constrict when they feel threatened, and their grip can cut off circulation or even cause suffocation if not addressed quickly. The woman's experience highlights the importance of understanding a snake's behavior and body language, as well as having proper safety measures in place when handling such animals. Oh, okay. Well, you need a hand. No, I'm good at my... Despite her efforts to manage the snake, it wraps tightly around her body, demonstrating just how powerful and swift a python can be when threatened or agitated. Even when another person tries to assist her in the struggle, the situation escalates dramatically. As the snake continues its attack, the woman begins to lose blood, underscoring the very real risks involved in keeping such a pet. This encounter is a cautionary tale that emphasizes the unpredictable nature of snakes, reminding us that no matter how friendly they may appear, they can pose significant dangers. Safety should always be a priority when dealing with any wild animal, especially one with the potential to cause harm. Number 4. Giant python found underground. Snakes are truly masters of camouflage, often hiding in plain sight to rest or to stalk their next meal without drawing attention. In this fascinating clip, we see a group of snake hunters in Vietnam stumble upon a massive python that has cleverly concealed itself underground, perfectly blending with its environment. Reports indicate that these hunters were surveying the land for potential reptilian inhabitants when they unexpectedly unearthed the snake's hiding spot. At first, they noticed subtle signs of disturbance in the soil, small cracks and a faint trail that hinted at the presence of something large beneath the surface. As they carefully dug deeper, the python's patterned scales began to emerge, blending seamlessly with the surrounding dirt and debris. The hunters were stunned by the sheer size of the creature, which seemed to stretch endlessly as they continued to uncover it. The python remained motionless at first, relying on its camouflage to avoid detection, but as more of its body was revealed, it began to stir. One of the hunters described the moment as both thrilling and nerve-wracking, knowing that a snake of this size could easily overpower a human if provoked. The team worked together cautiously, using tools and their experience to safely handle the situation without harming the snake or themselves. The python's ability to remain hidden for so long was a testament to its survival instincts, showcasing just how well adapted these reptiles are to their environments. It turned out to be one of the largest pythons you might ever encounter, showcasing the sheer size and strength of these incredible creatures. This impressive serpent appeared as if it had just indulged in a substantial meal and was now ready to hibernate peacefully. It's a reminder of how skilled these reptiles are at evading detection, demonstrating their ability to adapt perfectly to their environments. Such encounters reveal just how resilient and cunning wildlife can be, especially in their natural habitats. Number 3. Mother python attacks a zookeeper. Mothers will go to great lengths to protect their young, and snakes are no exception to this rule. While these reptiles are typically known as predators, they can become fiercely protective when it comes to their own offspring. In this gripping video from 2021, renowned animal handler Jay Brewer finds himself in a precarious situation as he attempts to take a python's eggs. From the moment Jay approaches, it's abundantly clear that the mother python is on high alert. Her body coils tightly around the clutch, creating a nearly impenetrable barrier between her eggs and the outside world. As Jay inches closer, the python begins to hiss loudly, a clear warning that she is ready to strike if necessary. Her eyes remain fixed on him, tracking his every movement with laser-like focus. The tension builds as Jay carefully tries to maneuver around her, knowing full well that one wrong move could provoke an aggressive response. At one point, the python lunges forward, her jaws snapping just inches away from Jay's hand, forcing him to quickly retreat. Despite the danger, Jay remains calm and respectful, understanding that her behavior is purely instinctual and not driven by malice. The sheer strength and determination of the python are a testament to the lengths she will go to ensure the survival of her young. This encounter not only highlights the incredible maternal instincts of reptiles, but also serves as a reminder of the respect and caution required when interacting with wild animals. As soon as Jay gets a bit too close and lowers his guard, the python springs into action with remarkable speed and agility. Fortunately, Jay's quick reflexes come into play, allowing him to evade what could have easily become a dangerous encounter. It's a vivid scene that shows even the most seemingly calm creatures can become fierce protectors when their young are at risk. This incident emphasizes the instinctual drive that motivates mothers across the animal kingdom, whether they are mammals or reptiles. Number 2. Rabbit defends her babies from a snake. While rabbits may seem adorable and innocent, they can be incredibly fierce and determined when it comes to protecting their young. In a dramatic clip from 2015, a black rat snake is seen coiling around a baby rabbit, seemingly preparing for a meal. The snake, confident in its grip, takes its time, unaware that danger lurks nearby and that the mother is close by. The rabbit's mother, sensing the imminent threat to her offspring, springs into action without hesitation. She charges at the snake with surprising speed, biting and clawing at it with relentless force. The snake, caught off guard by the ferocity of the attack, loosens its grip on the baby rabbit in an attempt to defend itself. The mother rabbit doesn't stop there. She continues to chase and attack the snake, forcing it to retreat further and further away from her nest. Witnesses to the event were stunned by the sheer bravery and aggression of the rabbit, who seemed undeterred by the snake's size and strength. The baby rabbit, though shaken, managed to escape unharmed thanks to its mother's quick and fearless actions. This incredible display of maternal instinct left many viewers in awe, as it's not often that we see such small animals take on predators so much larger than themselves. The encounter also serves as a reminder of the unpredictable and raw power of nature, where survival often depends on courage and determination. The tension is palpable as she fiercely defends her young one, refusing to back down against the much larger predator. Despite the snake's attempts to escape, the mother rabbit won't let go until her young one is completely safe. This encounter highlights the incredible instincts of animal mothers, showcasing that even the smallest creatures can stand up against formidable foes, reminding us all of the lengths a parent will go to protect their child in the face of danger. Number 1. Boa constrictor won't let go of woman's hand. You know how some daredevil shows challenge you to face your fears in the most outrageous ways? Well, I think I might just sit those out, especially after hearing this story. In a wild segment from the Netherlands, a show called Real Girls in the Jungle pushed contestants to confront their anxieties. One brave contestant was tasked with opening a mysterious box, which she quickly learned housed a live boa constrictor. The moment she lifted the lid, the snake's coiled body shifted slightly, and its unblinking eyes locked onto her. The tension in the air was palpable as the other contestants watched in stunned silence, unsure of what would happen next. As she reached into the box, the boa constrictor struck with lightning speed, wrapping its powerful body around her arm. The contestants' screams echoed through the jungle set, and panic quickly spread among the crew. The handlers rushed in, but the snake's grip was so tight that it took several minutes to carefully pry it off without injuring either the contestant or the snake. The contestant later admitted that she had underestimated just how strong and unpredictable a boa constrictor could be. The incident sparked a heated debate about the ethics of using live animals in reality TV challenges, with many viewers criticizing the show for putting both the contestant and the snake in such a stressful situation. You might think she'd choose to bow out at that moment, but no. Hello, she pressed on with the challenge. Unfortunately for her, the boa constrictor took that as an invitation to latch onto her arm and didn't let go. Despite having 3 handlers attempting to assist her, the struggle became quite the Herculean task. The sight was both alarming and eye-opening, illustrating just how powerful these snakes can be when they feel threatened. This incident certainly serves as a lesson. It's best to think twice before provoking a slumbering python, especially when it has the strength to hold its ground against multiple people. Do you love snakes or hate them? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.